Hi guys, hope y'all having an awesome Sunday. So I wanted to talk to y'all about armature. I actually literally brought the real armature, but I didn't realize you need a tool to connect them and disconnect them or whatever. So I learned more about that. Then I continued to watch YouTube a little bit more. Then I saw people doing armature with wire gauge. So I don't remember what gauge this is, but I did get this from Home Depot because at one point I was making carnival bras for the carnival. And I still had a lot of this wire gauge left. So I took the wire gauge and just built it like a little stick man, and I put tape around it. So I'm gonna kind of show y'all. So that's how the armature I put in the other baby. So this is kind of what it looks like. So I build the armature. This is going to be for my preemie. But as you can see, I got the wire gauge. So if I want to pose it to sit up, or if I want the arms to go up, if I want the head to go down, if you guys can see, or if, you know. So I built the wire pretty, you know. So even if I wanted it to stand up, sit up, I'll say not stand up. If I wanted it to be able to sit up on its own with the wire gauge. If you guys see that, it will be able to sit up on its own with the wire gauge. So you can order it. You can pick it up from Home Depot. Make sure you get wire cutters, because without the wire cutters, and then I got the pliers, so when it came to like this part, I can bend it. And then I use duct tape. They be using batting, but they be making like dragons. Like a lot of the people that I saw doing this, they was making like some type of dragons and different stuff like that, or wolves or something like that. But I did the same technique for my baby. So when you do it, measure out your suit before you make your little hangman. And when I get a chance, I'll show y'all again kind of how I did it. Measure out your suit so you make sure that it will fit, because you don't want to make it too long, too big. And another tip, now I'm not for sure, but let me just say what I think. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm using the armature, I'm using it on a full limb, not a 3/4 of a limb, because this ain't gonna go all the way through. Because if you notice how the suit is made, it's made like this and it's closed, and then you put the puffiness in there. So to me, I'm thinking, if I'm wrong, forgive me, because I don't know everything, that armature, it won't work. You need full limb baby to do armature, because if you got I'm gonna show y'all the half limb, because you need the wire to go all the way through. And then when it's done getting painted, I'm gonna put the, you know, the glass beads in there, put the cotton in there, boom, lock it on, glass bead, cotton, boom, glass bead, cotton, boom, glass bead, cotton, head, boom, lock it all in there. Now I will say this, I like for my baby's neck to flop. With this, maybe if I take the armature and, I don't know, kind of maybe bend it down more. But if you still see, the neck ain't gonna, you're gonna lose the ability for the floppy neck. So yeah, unless you cut it way down here, where you don't put no armature in the neck at all. So meaning that if you bend it down more and stop, so if no armature is in the neck, because like a lot of my preemies and newborns, I like the fact of their little neck to be floppy. But with this armature in there, you're not going to get that floppiness in the head. So keep that in mind. So if you want the head to flop, don't put the big head on. Just do it from the arms and stop it right here at the neck, so that your head can still have the ability to flop. So I might actually fold this down, where, because I'm thinking about it, I kind of like when my baby's neck flop. It make them really feel and look real. So I think I'm gonna get rid of the neck. I don't want it. I don't want his neck to flop. So I'm gonna have to take his little suit off and put some tape around. So yeah, I don't want the neck. So I don't want his neck to have support. I want his neck to be able to, you know, flop like a newborn. That's what I want the neck to do. And I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna go get my baby, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Because yeah, I think it looks more better when you have a newborn, especially a preemie, and they neck have that ability to flop. So yeah, I just got to bring this down. And so yeah, I don't want no neck support. And these things be kind of sometimes hard to bend. So I will bend it. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the neck part because I'm like, you know what? I don't like that. I do like it when my baby has that ability where their neck is just kind of loose. So yeah, I don't like it. So, and this is some Gorilla Tape. You ain't got to use this. It's some duct tape. So that's what I did with the armature with the other baby. And with her being a bigger baby, I took her armature all the way up through her neck because yes, I do want her neck to be able to have support. So see, now I'm doing no neck. I don't want the neck to have support. I'm gonna stop it. So my neck ain't gonna have no support. It just be the arms I beta flex and pose. You know, the legs I beta flex and pose. But thinking about it, I don't want my preemie neck to be, you know, but if you put the armature all the way up through the neck, then your neck is not gonna, you know, do the weight thing. So keep that in mind. So yeah, don't put any armature. If you want your baby to have a floppy neck, don't do the neck part. Make it stop at the neck, and then you can still put the glass beads or sand in the baby's head, and then you'll be good. So yeah, so that's the only change up. Yeah, I thought about it. And I'm gonna go get my thing. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. 1 second. Let me go get my baby. Okay, I am back. So you see with the armature in this one, you see how she had the ability where I could take her arms and move them and pose them different ways. So that's what I have. This is what I have in her. So you see like her legs, I could take them and pose them different ways because of the armature. Okay. So she's pretty stiff, and then her neck won't move. So, but the difference is with this little guy, see that? If you want that ability, so I want the ability where if I'm holding my preemie, see that? See how his body goes limp? So I won't get that with the armature in his neck. So keep in mind, so I'm doing another preemie. So I do want my baby to be able to flex. Oh, you taking your nookie out. I do want my baby to be able to flex. Where when I bend him, it's like a newborn baby. I like it when people hold him. You see that? The weight in his head. So if you're doing an armature, so the only difference is like with his arms, see his arms don't have no ability to do nothing, or his legs can't do anything. So if I want to prop him and pose him for pictures, I could take his arms and make his arms go like that, or any position I want to, because that's what the armature do. See? If I want his arms to do that, you see that? Or his legs, that's what the armature do. So when we make the armature, that's what the armature do. So this is wire gauge. If I'm not mistaken, the bigger the wire gauge, the lower the number. But for you guys that just want to do it, go on Amazon and look for wire gauge, or you can go to Home Depot and get wire gauge. But yes, I wanted this one to have some armature like she has armature. And armature probably go great for the toddlers because you can make them stand up and everything. But if you want your baby just floppy and don't want, you know, none of this, then you don't have to. But I just want to show y'all how I made armature for her. And this is the armature for this. And you see now it's up to the neck. So when I put the head on, the arms are beta pose, but I'm still going to have the ability for the neck to be like this. Y'all see? So thanks so much. You guys have an awesome day. Bye-bye.